Is your home office desk out of control? Stick around. I'll give you tips on how to regain that control. Hi everyone, it's Pam with Organizer EZ 911 here with an organizing tip about organizing your home office desk. Now, I have kind of a unique circumstance. My home office is also my bedroom. Now, normally I recommend that you never try to combine your desk into your bedroom because again, it's conflicting functions. Bedroom is supposed to be set up, the main function is supposed to be rest, relaxation, peace. And let's face it, home offices and any work you're doing at a desk is anything but peaceful, okay? But for the time being, this is what I have to work with, and so I wanted to make it as productive on this side of my bedroom as possible. Now here's the current setup of my desk, and then over here I have like a supporting unit for files and items there. I'm not going to really talk about this as much in this video. I want to talk about getting your desktop. This is the action area, and I want to talk about this specifically. Now, there are three main functions you always want to keep in mind when you are organizing your desk. Number one, you want to set it up to inspire you. You want it to inspire you to work. You want it to inspire creativity. Okay, so your first function you want to focus on is setting up a system to inspire you. Number two, you want to set up your desk area to support productivity. Okay, so anything that's going to make you more productive, that's what you have to start setting up systems to do. And three, you want to set it up to maintain your motivation, like to maintain your motivation when things get tough, or when your schedule gets really hectic and you don't have a lot of time to do maintenance stuff. You want your desk to kind of do it for you. So those are the three main functions you want to focus on when you start to organize. So once you've got those three functions set in your mind, next you want to work for two goals to have at your desk. One is a clear surface work area. You don't want piles of paper. You don't want visual distractions. You need the desktop as clear as possible. And then the second one is you want everything you need daily to be at your fingertips. Think of how your car is set up. In your car, everything you need to get you across this country is literally at your fingertips. Your desk should be set up just like that. Everything you use daily or several times a week needs to be at your fingertips. You don't want to waste time moving around, going to different locations to get what you need. Okay, so now I want to tell you what I did that worked personally for me, because as I've said in many of my clips on this YouTube channel, organizing is a very personal thing. You have to set it up to honor who you are and your personality and what really motivates you, okay? So I'm going to just give you some examples about what I did so that maybe it'll inspire you for things that will help you. What I like to do with my desk is to set up things that'll make me smile throughout the day when things get frustrating, and remind me why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so kind of, let me just pan back a little bit. I have some shelving up here that I can look up to and see. On the top shelf I have a picture of my family, of course, and then all those mice are things my mom collected. My mom is no longer with me, so that's just a little remembrance of her. My next shelf was a small part of my panda collection. I love collecting panda stuff, and this is even I do like red wine, and so someone got me a little Christmas ornament one time, and I didn't want to pack it away. I just hang it there just as a whimsical, I like little whimsical things to kind of make me smile. Okay, so now we're talking about the main function area of my desk. And of course I got my business stuff here. I hung on the wall. I utilize command hooks every chance I get. But I've got, like, this is on my social media calendar posts, what I'm doing on social media. I've got my name badge that, again, just little command hooks. And I had to hook it upside down because the magnet's there. Otherwise it would topple over. I've got another command hook, a clear one, right here, and that holds my reading glasses real easily. Again, I need things, when I said keep things at your fingertips, I don't need reading glasses to see the screen, but when I'm looking at paper, I need it where I can find it easily, okay? This, again, is something my daughter made for me. It was, I love tulips, but then we made little pens that I can easily grab real fast and use. You've seen these all over the schools, have them all the time, and that's where I got the idea to wrap my pens like a flower. Okay, again, clear surface area. Now I have wireless on top here, so when I need to not be working on computer and I'm working on plans for clients, I just can pick these up, move them off, and I've got the entire desk area to work on. All right, so that's with that. Using a riser allowed me to store, I'm gonna move this across. I got a lot of little wires under here, you know, my USB, and then with my phone charger. I didn't want to see those cords, so I just attached a little cover plate over. This is actually, this clear thing is what you buy for your refrigerators, those clear bins that they're showing all over the internet. And I just turned it upside down so I could prop up my Mac on a higher level and then store things underneath it. Now this nameplate was a nameplate my mom used. She was a writer, and there's me with my mom. She was a wonderful writer, and I do a lot of writing in what I do. So I kind of thought that would a little heartstring tie. I have a picture of my kids. And I actually made this little photo stand out of a jumbo binder clip, and I just took off the little metal prongs that come up, and I took a little washi tape, I think that's how it's pronounced, and just kind of had fun decorating it, just to make it a little fun stand. I've got my pencil sharpener right here, so it's easy to access when I'm making plans. I attach this particular prayer to my computer. When I talk about motivation and inspiration, when you're looking for the functions of your desk, you want it to inspire creativity. If you are feeling negative about things going on, your creativity is going down, your productivity is going down, your motivation is going down. So you need to surround yourself with things that are going to lift you back up, okay? And get those, the creativity and the motivation and the inspiration going. So that is why I have these, but they don't impede the clear surface area I need to do all my work. Another little whimsical thing I put on my desk is this little bubblegum container. Now I made that for my daughter when she was a lot younger, and it was made out of a terracotta pot, and I just turned the painted the pot and turned it upside down, glued this little glass jar I got at the dollar store on top of it. This is actually a terracotta base for the, you know, with the pot. So these two pieces were like maybe $1.50 each, and this was $1. Then I put a little wooden ball on top of it, made it like a little ladybug, painted it, and I've got a little bubblegum dispenser. Again, something whimsical that just kind of cheers me up when I look at it. If you haven't seen it before, I talked in a previous tip clip about using dollar store napkin holders to help you organize your desk area. And I actually use one myself right here. I've got those two strips are museum putty to help hold it down so it doesn't move. And my planner goes right in there, again at my fingertips. Everything is at my fingertips with this desk. I don't have to move. When I'm here to be productive, I'm here to be motivated, I'm here to keep going. And I don't want anything distracting me from that. Under here, I set it up with my laptop. When I need to use that on the side, when I need two computers running, I have that ready to go. On the side here, this is my action folder. I'm not going to open it up because it's got some private stuff in with my clients, but I keep it, it's a limiting container, so it keeps me addressing the things I need to. When this thing gets too full, which it's just about there, I have to make sure I address everything in there to keep it. That's my whole stack of papers I need to deal with, okay? Little password keeper, because I can never remember my passwords. So I better have it on hand and really easy to get to. The other thing I have is this container, which I had a lot of fun doing. This container actually for a while, I got it from Staples. It was like $15, $16. It used to sit up on my desktop like this, but again, it was taking away some surface space that I wanted. And the setup of my desk, I almost wish they had a second drawer for me. All I did was attach the handle of from a desk. My daughter took this off of her desk, and because she was remodeling her room to set it up to match things that were going on in her life at that time. Be sure to check back in a few weeks. I will upload the video on her room transformation. But she redid the handles on her desk, and so I took the handles from her desk and added it to this particular piece. So now it's like its own drawer. And I keep all my, binder clips, my paper clips, flash drives, all the little desk accessories you need. Now here is my go-to drawer of everything. I've got all my pens and pencils at my fingertips. I've got the tape, the glue stick, the whiteout, staple remover, little letter opener, and you'll see I did label all this. All of these bins are labeled, and that's not necessarily for me because I know where I'm putting things. But oftentimes my kids will borrow things, and so I want them to put it back where it belongs. So that's an important thing with labels. And I did do a video about how to go around labeling and why it's important to label. I will put the iCard up there. Go check out that video when we're done here, okay? Because I think it's really important to keep things labeled. Again, not for yourself necessarily, but for the rest of the family members, so everybody's on the same page. Okay, so I've got, like I said, I've got my pens, pencils, the staple stuff here and tape. Then I have a little personal section, and I've got little medications like the ibuprofen and B12, stuff like that, all there. I've got nail files, clippers, little tissue, mints, hand cream, eye drops, anything that I might think that I'll need throughout my day, so I don't have to get up and do it. Again, sometimes every time you interrupt your concentrated thinking, it can take you 5 to 9 minutes to get that concentration back, okay? So you want to avoid anything that's going to interrupt your concentrated thought. So having things at your fingertips so you don't have to constantly get up and go get. Although it would be healthy to constantly get up and go get, it sometimes can halt your productivity. So again, it's about eliminating interruptions in your day. That is why I set this up like this. And in my other bin, I've got scissors and stapler. And then back here I have some cords, and I even labeled what they go to. I've got a little Nook one. Okay, and then my backup staples are back in there too. My Post-its, batteries for the mouse. Again, you don't want to have to get up and go search for batteries in another room when you're right in the middle of something. You want to replace the batteries and get on your way. So that's what I have set up in that particular desk drawer. The next drawer down here, I'm not going to open this one up because it has my client information, and again, that's confidential. Now, another way I keep everything at my fingertips, and one of the most important things I always tell my clients that they have got to have in a home office setting is your paper shredder and a garbage can at your fingertips. That helps with keeping that snail mail processed and any other paperwork processed. And so many times people will start piling papers on their desk because they're like, oh, I gotta go shred this and my shredder's over there or my shredder's in another room. Have it at your desk for the maximum productivity, okay? So literally, I went out and I got the King Daddy of, this thing's a monster. It dims the lights in our house when I run it. However, it is never jammed, it is never overheated. It can handle a lot. It keeps the paper piles down when you can shred instantly. And then right over here, I've got my garbage can ready to go. So literally, when I'm sitting at this desk, I'm like both sides, shred it, toss it, shred it, toss it, shred it, toss it. And for the final thing I want to show you with my desk, and it's the thing that brings me the most joy of all, is regarding the multitude of cords that are always around everybody's desk. And let me show you how we handle mine. Okay, now looking directly under my desk, look on the floor there. No cords. How does that happen when everything is plugged in? I love command hooks. And actually, that power bar is not held up by command hooks, but command Velcro. Command hook actually puts out a Velcro that can hold up to 16 pounds. So we put a couple of them on there just because I OCD. And then if you notice, all the cords are labeled so that I never have to tug and pull and say, what does this belong to? And look at, I've got all the cords at the top holding all the cords up, so again, nothing is tangled by my feet. And my little puppy Shih Tzu, he loves it too because he loves curling up under my desk all the time. Okay, so there you have it. It is my own personal setup here, and like I have said countless times before, I never encourage anyone to copy what they see online, whether it be in this video or on Pinterest. I always say use what you see online in these demonstrations or these photos as inspiration. See what works for you. If something looks good here, see how it can be, maybe tweaked or reworked to work best to support you. It is all about how you work, your personality. Honor who you are. Don't try to change who you are. And your system you set up at your desk will maintain the organization in the long run. Okay, I hope this tip helped. If it did, please poke that like button below. Give me a big old thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please, if the subscribe button is red, click that button as well and become part of our organizing family. I'm Pam with Organizer AZ 911. Thanks for watching.